Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, absolutely wow. Royal Caribbean just had to postpone the boarding of passengers by a few days for one of their next sailings on one of their ships. But wait until you hear the compensation package that they're offering those passengers. It's probably the best I've ever heard. And you don't hear that very often. And then we also have 1,500 passengers said, yeah, you can't get off the ship in Barcelona because there's 69 of you on there who are supposed to get off the ship who have basically fake visas. And yeah, you just stay on the ship, 1,500 passengers. Today's video is brought to you by private internet access. Well, I was hooked on a show. I was watching Shogun on Disney Plus, and we get it here in Canada, but I was heading on a cruise. I only got to see the first 2 episodes, and then I headed over to Spain and Italy, and I couldn't watch the show because it's not offered in Spain and Italy. What did I do? I hit my good old VPN and bam, back in Canada according to the computer, and I was able to watch and keep up to date with my new show that I was loving watching while on vacation. So that was terrific. Not only that, I have to do a lot of work and a lot of banking over there. The VPN hides your personal information from hackers. It helps protect your bank accounts. It helps protect your personal information. It helps protect you from people who are looking to do nefarious things from your information online. That's why I always travel with a VPN. Now, why did I choose private internet access? Well, first off, they have a no-log policy, which is exactly what I want in a VPN, because why would I let them have all my personal information and store it if I don't want anyone else to have my personal information and store it? And this has been proven in court by a third-party audit. Also, I can protect as many devices as I want. Not 1, not 5, not 10. I can protect unlimited devices under the exact same plan. And that saves me a ton of money from some of those other plans out there. So if you're interested in maybe protecting your information, both at home and while traveling, hit my link below and you can get up to 83% off as well as 4 months free. Thank you again to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So let's talk about those 1,500 passengers. They arrived on an MSC cruise ship, and there are apparently 69 Bolivians, men, women, and children, families, and they were supposed to get off in Barcelona. Well, apparently, the visas that they have are not valid. They're fake. In fact, some people from Barcelona are saying that it looks like that they were probably scammed on a fake visa. You know, one of those scams that are out there for everything in this world. And it looks like it kind of was good enough to fool, say, a cruise line's inspection of visas, but it certainly wasn't good enough to fool the border control people in Barcelona. So everybody on the ship who was expecting a fun day in Barcelona, had shore excursions and everything booked. Nope, you cannot get off the ship. Not only that, the ship didn't leave port. It had to stay in port as well until this situation is sorted out, which means the next port on the cruise is now in jeopardy depending on how long this all takes. The Bolivian embassy in Spain are working on solutions and trying to see what they can do. They're trying to make sure this isn't some kind of immigration scam that people are trying to sneak in. They don't believe it is, but they have to verify everything and they have to make double sure. They're not just going to open the doors in this kind of situation. And unless the cruise line is willing to take the people with them to the next place, now they're in a foreign country with improper visas. They can't just drop them off anywhere. They may be stuck with them for days and days and days and weeks until they get to a place that they can actually get off the ship one more time. So hopefully this gets sorted out fast for these folks. That's an awful big burden for people, right? Imagine you think you're just going on holiday and you're in a big group. There's 69 of you, your fellow countrymen and families and friends and everything. And you find out when you got there, you can't get off the ship. There's a problem and you might have just been scammed. That must be a gut-wrenching feeling, and I hope they really get all that sorted out fairly quickly. Now, I reported out a little while back that the Brilliance of the Seas had engine problems, remember? And she had to limp back to Sydney Harbor. She was not doing very well, but they finally finished the main repairs that was causing the issue. But now they say, well, there's still some issues left over that they need to get fixed before they allow passengers back on. Well, today is the day they were supposed to let passengers back on, and now instead of being on the 4th, they're postponing the date until the 7th because apparently that's the first open berth in Sydney Harbor that they can get that ship into to pick up passengers. So a letter went up to everybody stating the reasoning behind this and what's happening, but I just wanted to point out the compensation package that they're offering. So first off, they're immediately giving a 50% refund of the cruise fare as an onboard credit. Now, it does not say refundable onboard credit. It may be, but in their letter, it did not say that. But, 50% of money, you can spend it in the casino, you can spend it on, specialty dining, you can spend it on items in the shops, you can do whatever you want with it, right? Shore excursions, it's all yours. And 50% is a pretty good chunk of change, but I said, well, is that all they're gonna do? No. They said additionally, to give us another opportunity to make it up to you, we'll be providing you with a future cruise credit, also in the value of 50% of your cruise. So you're basically getting 100% of your money back, 50 in an onboard credit, 50 in a future cruise credit, and you'll also, but you still get to cruise for 5 days as well. Not a bad deal. They say that the future cruise credit should be emailed to everybody by the 19th of April, which is not too bad to wait a week. And don't forget, they're going to be on this cruise anyway. They also say they'll receive, of course, refunds for prepaid shore excursions, etc., and a prorated refund for missed stays on packages such as the internet and drink packages. And just because they said, you know what, we're really sorry that this happened, we want you to enjoy the upcoming days together, so we've opened the bar at a discount. So all drinks will be at a 50% discount. Guests who purchase the beverage package will also get 50% of the cost of the beverage package returned to them. Not too bad, not a bad deal. And also guests who prepaid their gratuities, that will be prorated as well. I am really impressed. I'm really impressed with that refund policy for this particular sailing. I know it's short notice. They got the messages started going out early yesterday morning. But I mean, you're going to get on the cruise. It's because you're inconvenienced, especially if you had to travel to get there. If you're leaving from Sydney, this really isn't a big deal. But you're going to get an awful lot of compensation if you do decide to go on the cruise. It doesn't say too much. They do say that people who booked money like flights and everything through Royal Caribbean, arrangements are being changed and made for them. And of course, if you did it on your own, there will be other compensation that they'll be offering for people as well. So yeah, I actually think that was a really good, considering they didn't, they might have only needed one more day to fix the issue and they still couldn't get into the port. And that's why they ended up having to cancel this situation out. So pretty darn good refund policy. Let me know in the comments down below, how angry would you be if your cruise was canceled, but this was your refund policy? And you're also getting all those extra bonuses when you do get on the ship. I think I'd be okay with this one. I'd be okay with this when they're doing their best to make it as good of a situation for the clients as they can. Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.